Given the fucking heat outside, because it's still hot as shit in my room, I decided to get myself some radler. Ice cold, of course. I actually put a beer into the fridge, because I was thinking I was gonna drink that beer ice cold, but given how hot it is, I would very much rather have a radler. It is way more refreshing than a regular beer. Ah. But hello, Nikon, and hello, NG. Kan een kaartje to my phone real quick. Huh? It's like magma cannon. I know what? All we need are macro cannons. Short dorsal macro cannons, which fire 2 shots dealing 27. Nah. Well, the medium range dorsal macro cannons, which fire 4 shots dealing 21 per shot, and they can start internal fires. Yes, please. Are those flak shots? Nope. I'm happy if I use a Radler in me meat. It would have been more lemonade-y. I wouldn't really use a Radler too much and stuff like this. The beer was okay. The thing with a Radler is that most of it is lemonade. So, just treat it like lemonade. Mm-hmm. 19 speed, low acceleration, braking, significant... no. 15 speed, low acceleration and braking? No. Oh, that says braking. Isn't braking braking? Clockheimer. Okay. Hello. Oh. Hello, homie. Hello. Provides butcher with targeting data of 90%. Oh, that's allies. Torpedo tubes are capable of firing 4 Eldari torpedoes with 22 damage warheads. Nah. Medium dorsal lance cannon. Nah. 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 125 points of protection for each sector. Yes, sir. 190 points of protection. Give me that. 15 speed, nah. 19 speed. Along with low acceleration and braking, significantly reduces, nah. Affecting 9 points of damage, nah. Just throw boxes at them. 92% hit chance and 15% crit chance, nah. 4 shots dealing 27. It's short. Short range plasma, nah. 2 of them dealing 27 damage, nah. Maybe that one. Nah. Nah. Why shoot bullet when you can become bullet? Because I don't like becoming bullet. Because that means I have to repair afterwards. Didn't I want something from the Explorer tools? I mean, I already got the reversing attacks on an opening deal, an additional... Okay, here. Omniscient Providence, Elder Flow. Can only be equipped by Eldari. Smiter, back with stimulants. Heartbeat scanner. I don't think there was... It was this that I was kind of considering, but Carnage has higher crit damage and Pujan has stacking crit damage. Advanced heavy stubber, portable deflector. Melee attacks ignore deflection. And a certain percent number of potential energy. Oh yeah, that's Eogunn. Okay. Yeah. Dogmatic Fanatic. Adeptus Astartes Bolter. Nah, the Pyre, Ghost Helm. Yeah, this one would be the most useful for me here, but... The Drusians. Okay, nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Calibrated heavy stubber, warp guide staff. Yeah, most of this is not useful. Storm bolter. Yeah, most of these I'm not gonna use these. Warp Surge Bruise. On the first non-extra turn in combat, the warrior gains a number of additional attacks equal to the Psy rating. Yeah, this would be useful in Lysandra if she did melee stuff. Red Crystal Staff. The first attacking navigate, nah. Astartes Bolt Pistol, nah. Advanced Medkit, yeah, cool. Stalking, but if the wearer has melee weapons equipped in both hands, the slash ability makes an additional melee attack with the secondary weapon. Cloak of Bloodthirsting. If the wearer's target is suffering from bleeding, the wearer's melee attacks an additional 2% damage for each point of the target's agility bonus. Oh, maybe. Abyssal Conduit. Every second use of a Psychic Staff unique psychic power deals 6 additional damage. Yeah. The Dance Macabre ability. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. Breath of Purgitation. It's an Eldari flame weapon. That's hyper-specific. For each target hit by the flame, is like the power of the burning infliction on the flame is it... yeah. Slayer's Delight. Whenever the wearer performs a... Oh, that's Dokari equipment, okay. Weapon optimized. The weapon uses its attacks gain bonuses based on the type of weapon used. Okay. Flash Inquisitions. Automatic Recursion Test. Steel Triad. Armor of the... Yeah, I don't see a lot of useful things here for Pujan. Saboteur's helmet, Astartes chainsword. Oh, could be cool for all four. Yeah, that's Jokari, Impenetrable Shard. Reduce the chance of all range attack made against the wearer by the allies. Bring the wearer and their allies by 24%. Emergency drill, yeah, that one is good, but at the start of combat, the wearer gains stacks. Oh, I don't have YouTube chat open. What does... Oh, what was it? At the start of a combat, the wearer gains stacks of acrobatic trick equal to their MP. These stacks can be used until the end of combat. The character can spend a stack of acrobatic trick to reroll an attack or to avoid an attack. Okay, there's a last sniper rifle. These additional 12 damage to enemies with more than 60% armor. Inertial lubricator. During movement, combat creates an oil-covered area in all cells they move through. Okay, and they can trip over that. When the wearer's MP reaches 0, the wearer deals 6 impact damage to all adjacent enemies. Staff of Shock and Awe. Or BT's underarm foe hammer. The wearer becomes a least priority target as long as they have no enemies or allies adjacent. Quick Eye Splinter Rifle, Armor Piercing Hammer. The wearer's single shots and dead-eye shots reduce the target's deflection by damage dealt. Oh, that's massive. Oh, that's huge. Economica Zealot. It's medium armor. 70% medium armor. Oh. The wearer of this armor is immune to critical hits as long as no party member has been prone throughout the entire combat. Okay, so there's a few interesting things in here, but nothing I'm like super duper interested in. Yeah, yeah, none of these are super interested, so I'm just gonna give these guys like Xeno artifacts I have. Get useless stuff. Go to the Drusians. What do you guys want? Oh, no more? Okay. Cargo. This sword ignores deflection. Yeah, cool. Add to cargo. If the weirdest psi rating is 9 or higher, the sword has its damage, charge production, hour penetration increased by a percentage equal to veil degradation. Yeah, no. Sacrifice. I don't use two-handed swords. Yeah, I'm not gonna switch to these hammers. Add to cargo. Add to cargo. Oh, I need 400 more. Cold-blooded. It's a two-handed weapon. Okay. Partner Dev is two-handed. Add to cargo. Bolter pistol. I don't use that. The heavy bolter. I mean, don't need the heavy bolter. Yep. 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 Fury Retribution. Don't need that one anymore. Astartes Flamer. He already has a good flamer. Add to cargo. Hey. Fusion gun. It's a Melta Eldari gun. Okay, the Ashen Breath. It's also an Eldari weapon. Add to cargo. Add to cargo. 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 Yeah, add to cargo. Add to cargo. Add to cargo. Add to cargo. I need 150 more, man. You can't make this shit up. Add to cargo. Add to cargo. Add to cargo. Add to cargo. What else can I add to cargo? This. Add to cargo. Add to cargo. Come on, man. Add to cargo. Add to cargo. This is a good bolter, but only has 14 max ammo, so add to cargo. Add one of them. Not both. Fine, give them back. Adherent of mankind. Yeah, I don't know. What else could I be using here? I need 150 more. Dragon Scale Power Armor. I really want that Dragon Scale Power Armor. Add to cargo. 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 Don't I have some, like cargo left down here that I don't need? Add to cargo, add to cargo. Is there really nothing? Oh, there really isn't. Oy. Blood over here. Cargo. 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 Bro. Fusion gun. What am I gonna do with that? Okay, hold on. So you can use the fusion gun. It's a Melta. It has 8 range. This one also has 8 range. But with this one, hold on, with this one I have a range of 18. With this I have a range of 8. And it's a Melta. On hit, increase fire and energy damage taken by the target by 30% until the end of combat. This could be useful. Fusion gun. I don't need these. Yeah, just split it into 2. Add to cargo. Okay, is this finally enough? Is this finally enough? Do you guys want any more? You guys are kidding me. Okay, fine. Fuck this guy. What else can I do right now? I mean, we can follow the rumors. There's lots of rumors we can follow here. And the next few streams are gonna be just us going around and following these rumors and seeing if there's anything to them. Oh, the Heartless is back here again. What are you doing here? What's the Heartless doing here again? I'm curious to hear about the Heartless's voyages. The captain reports that the Xenos threat was recently eliminated on board. It is unknown what forgotten compartment the creature had brought out of, but it started taking over people's bodies, and its gaze inflicted unbearable pain. Several brave voidsmen died trying to drive the abomination to the fuel chamber before it was finally incinerated and its ashes consigned to the void. Okay. So there's supposedly 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare. Visions in the dark. Okay. Ah. So rumors. In Omicron, echoes of dark songs and legends have reached the astropath, require following a series of indistinct distress signals emanating from the recorder of the expanse. But also these signals were traced to a void ship in the Omicron system. Well, I am in the... Wait, I'm not in the Omicron system. Why am I even here? Oh. Uranus has begun a new stage of development. Lord Captain, an Ordal Xenos punitive unit led by acolyte Lynette Zhu has arrived on Uranus. The Inquisition forces have already taken control of the Governor's palace and intend to inquire into the recent anomalies on Uranus. Henrik Sosan was notified of this arrival in advance. I'm surprised that they have informed us of their arrival at all. It demonstrates a semblance of trust. Good night, lads. Have a good one then, Nikon. Have a good one, man. How much did the Inquisition sniff out? The international interrogations have set Lynette Zhu on the tracks of the wretches toward the anomalous region, but the people continue to dig deeper, so to speak. What do you think, my officers and advisors? Cooperating with the Inquisition would do us more good than trying to hide the current misfortunes of the colony. I can send them a message to keep us informed about the interrogation, as a favor. If only we could throw them a bone and let them find the evidence they want, one that we can get by without. Hydration, thank you. I'll go to sleep too. Good night. Have a good one too, Angie. The two of you, sleep well and talk to you all whenever, probably tomorrow. Take care and bye. The rest could be concealed away from their inquisitive eyes, like a sand lizard shredding its tail. Sometimes one must see the battle to win the war. If someone were to walk around my domain so brazenly, they would certainly regret it. Lay open the trap, lace it with poison, put down the bait, and wait for the enemy to end their own worthless lives. I ordered the expulsion, the Inquisition do their job. X grammatic grace, 10 logic, 10 coercion, 10 persuasion. Yeah, sure, do your thing. The Servianus under Von Valencia's dynasty. After Lady Shu had set up her headquarters at the governor's palace, she began to investigate the situation on Uranus. Although feeling guilt for their crimes before the Emperor, could only stay silent and pray. During an investigation, Lady Zhu was able to establish that the genetic changes in the wretches' bodies were caused by mysterious substances. Mysterious substances secreted into the water by xeno-obelisks. These substances did not contaminate the water until recently, as shown by the analysis of the Magos biologists. The same xeno-obelisks appeared to be linked by a chain of energy communications, also serving as sources of unknown radiation that seemed to have caused the outbreak of contaminated growth in the currently uncontrolled sector of the planet. This also seems to be causing the appearance of the mysterious phantoms. According to Lady Zhu's theory, there may be some sort of ancient mechanical construction on Uranus that has awakened from its slumber. It is possible that the anomalies occurring on the planet are merely the side effects of the blasphemous machine trying to start itself. Okay. Hello, Fartbath. Good evening. How's it going, homie? That's always one if you're about to entire winter and enormous staging point, Rookter will save billions of lives. Pleasure World. Yeah, no, I'll do this one. Death Call of the Reaper Emperor, yeah, no. Xenos and toxic. Payment in organs, no. Secret lair. Yeah, secret lair. Beginner elf, so it's going alright. Oh, so my stream is going to be a good background thing then, okay. Nice. Second turn. The expenses here to see warriors. Fellowship of the Void, don't really need that. Smoke Brothers Vaults. Augmentix Cult. Explorators like more complacency, Wrath of Drusus. Probably will do it, but no. Oh, just Hot Day Screamer. Well, as I'm trying to survive, you know. The heat is, yeah. It is what it is. Many regiments have patron saints with the loyalty at 32nd. Oh, yeah. Get this. Aventus Venefictorum. The funeral detachment shall be reformed into Aventus Veneficarum, a Chirurgian guild specializing in Zarkov's toxins. The guild books have crushed enemies are protected by fortifying its defenders. Okay, efficiency, I get weapons and I get liquefier grenades, sure. Zarkov's first spaceport, sure. Hanging Manufactorums. The Rotatus engineers shall construct a production complex designed for Zarkov's house conditions. Hive-like manufactorums will cling to the monster's roots, while long-limbed factories can call like those titanic spiders. Yeah, sure. Each day, the God Emperor's servants suffer the loss of limbs and organs in unceasing conflict with the planet's xenoflora. By the grace of the Rogue Trader, many factorums dedicated to sacred augmentics will be established in the settlements, but technically by the Omnisaurus of who's the sacred iron of the augmentics with the flesh of wounded soldiers, thereby granting them the chance to resume their service to the dynasty. Sure. Psycho signal suppressor. The sophisticated minds of the tech priests of Kiava Gamma have developed a wondrous device capable of dampening the mind-maddening shrieks of the drovers. Erecting these psycho signal suppressors near the settlements will allow the rogue traders and subjects to labor for the benefit of the dynasty unaffected by the sanity-draining wails. Yep. Through centuries of life on Zarkov, the soldiers of the 32nd Regiment have evolved into natural killers, as silent and unseen as shadows, but forged to endure any hardship. The signature tactic relies on the use of vocal organs harvested from the drovers, which emit mind-crushing wails. This weaponry shatters the minds of their foes, yet poses little harm to the Zarkovians, who have been accustomed to these cries since childhood. There is no reason to share such skilled warriors with the Astra Militarum. Therefore, all soldiers of Zarkov shall swear their fealty directly upon Valandi's dynasty, becoming the rogue trader's personal guard. Okay. Gift bearers. Chosen warriors of Zarkov shall undergo the ritual of extensive augmentation, vastly increasing their combat skills to rare and powerful implants. These elite fighters shall become known throughout the expanse of the gift bearers, preserving the memory of the Valancius dynasty as largesse. The sacred duty of the gift bearer shall be to extract implants from fallen comrades to pass them on to future brothers and sisters in arms. Okay. So I get people, phlogiston, complacency, and yeah, the first Current Regiment. We're only a 32nd Regiment perished so long ago, yet from its ashes the first Zarkovian Regiment shall be reborn. It shall not stand alone. Now that the planet possesses the necessary infrastructure, the Rogue Trader, with the aid of the Departamento Monitorum, shall initiate regular conscription, ensuring that Zarkovians bring glory to the no home war against the endless enemies of humanity. Word? Yeah, no, Frontier Phantoms. I want my Von Valancius dynasty. Like personal guard, Augmentix Cold. So to ignite the zeal of the subjects, you know what, let's just get this, sure. Second to none. Do I need this? It makes me heretical, so I don't need it. An urgent dispatch from Zarkov. Xenos ruins have been discovered near a small settlement on the lower levels. Scouts attempted to penetrate them, but were met by the enemy. Terrifying iron Xenos with long claws emerged from the dark halls. Your soldiers valiantly repelled their assault until something unexpected occurred. Other iron Xenos appeared, and instead of aiding their own kind, they began to slaughter them. Zarkov never changes, Lord Captain. One species devours another. Let them weaken each other before we come. What do we know about... Oh! An unusual situation. Xenos thanks Xenos. What do the rest of you think? What thinking is there to be done, Headfather? Xenos are the foes of the Allfather, and we must deliver annihilation upon them. Whatever tree bore the fruits of this battle, we do not know if the victor will only grow stronger afterward. Your warriors are brave, but alone they cannot hold. Send me with them into battle, and we shall fall upon the beasts with all our fury. Striking at the right moment is a fine art, Domin. The Undying One teaches us to wait, not to give in to impulse. Let the Xenos beat each other, and the God Emperor's turret will tell us when to do his will. Why risk your servants? It would be better to help your enemies find each other, trick them, and lead them into each other's path. While they're busy, scout out the ruins or kill the survivors. What do we know about the Xenos? They are clearly of the same species, your lordship. They resemble iron corpses covered in vile xenoglyphs. As for their differences, the creatures of the ruins possess long claws, fight with savage ferocity, and merely holy throne preservers flay the skin from fallen Merovians and stretch it over their own metal bodies. Those who oppose them are indifferent to human flesh. They fight with cold, calculated precision, incinerating their foes from a distance with cumbersome energy weapons. I think these are Necrons. Okay, I get some Xenotech, Xeno artifacts, and complacency. Okay, let the Xenos fight, we shall wait. Against security, complacency, Xenotech, and Xeno artifacts. Mara's high. Efficiency, mechanisms, and Xenotech. Hold on. I need more cold beer. Well, beer, it's like beer mixed with lemonade. Let's follow your suggestion. All fire on the Emperor's Angel possesses the power to contend. So this cost me 1 weapon and 1 Promethium. This cost me 1 people and 1 weapons. This costs me weapons and Promethium. This costs me 2 Promethium. Well, you know what? I'm gonna listen to Marizoi. It was wise to agree with my decision. I know a thing or two about surviving inside a cabal and reaching the top of it. Leveraging the treacherous nature of the Drukhari, the Merovians drew the attention of the Xenos squads and led them into clashes with their rival faction. These skirmishes severely thinned the enemies' ranks, allowing the remnants to be pushed back into the ruins, where a forward group waited in ambush. Trapped on both sides, the enemy was exterminated. Your lordship, disaster. Zarkov has yet again been overwhelmed by metal Xenos draped in flesh. There are more of them than during the last attack. Reports say their old lair, the ruins, are glowing with a strange green light, and hordes of these beasts are swarming out of there. It's a full-scale invasion, Lord Captain. I ordered the Merovians to retreat to the fortified settlements and hold the light. The Merovians should utilize their mobility, knowledge of Zarkov and environmental conditions. Yeah. The Xenos knew no fatigue, but neither did they know Zarkov the way its people did. The Zarkovians set ambushes, luring the enemy into fragile roots and using the planet itself as a weapon. These creatures may have ruled the planet once, but its new master have proved that those times are long gone. Lord Captain, the Merov regiment managed to push the Xenos back to their lair in the ruins, but the battle for the ruins themselves was lost. Inside is teeming with clawed monsters, and they are led by a creature that can instantly regenerate others like it. However, they are no longer attempting to leave their unholy tomb, at least not at the moment. 3 strategies have been proposed. Creating an exclusion zone around the tomb, blowing up the ruins from within, or setting the drovers on the Xenos there. Can we just bomb it from orbit? Unfortunately not, Lord Captain. The tomb is buried beneath many layers of Zarkov's root system, forming a solid shield. Breaking through it would take us many cycles. Even if we were to succeed, the consequences of Zarkov itself remain unpredictable due to the complex system of intertwined roots. Damage of this magnitude may trigger a cascading collapse of the root structure, completely destroying the world or leaving it on the brink of death. There are more details about these plans. Of course, Captain. The first plan involves a small group of soldiers carrying high explosives. Their objective will be to penetrate as deep into the Xenos ruins as possible, close to their energy source, blow it up along with themselves. So just pathways into darkness. Okay. The second option involves utilizing the Magos' findings. A small tactical team will escort the Psychers deep into the tomb. Psychic echoes are what draw the drovers. The group's chances of survival are minimal, and we do not know how effective the creatures will be against the Iron Dead. Furthermore, it is impossible to predict how long the drovers will remain inside the tomb. We will likely have to repeat this tactic regularly to keep them contained. The third plan involves the creation of an exclusion zone and erecting observation posts. In short, leave the Xenos in the tomb alone and create a restricted area around it, with a portion of the infrastructure allocated to it and soldiers assigned to a permanent secret guard. We will suffer no immediate casualties. Even in the event of a repeat attack, they will bear the brunt. Constructing this defensive line will demand a vast amount of resources and labor. When assembling a war council, as my retinue have suggestions. Interest in these ruins awakened the first Xenos once already. We do not know what the consequences will be if we keep delving deeper and deeper. At a minimum, we need time to identify the enemy's weakness and find a way to eliminate them. I recommend the creation of an isolation zone. This will limit the risk to the corridor's expanse and give us time to study the enemy. The Holy Ordios is well versed in managing such highly restricted areas. Of course you are. But Captain, Zarkov should already be steeped in black and red. There is no sense in increasing the saturation of those hues. The drovers are drawn to warp energies. If that hypothesis holds, we could create a warp blue inside the tomb, which will allow us to hold them there longer. I am willing to offer up my paintings. No. When I paint while plotting a course through the Empyrean, the powers of the warp that break through my third eye inevitably leave their mark on my canvases. Perhaps that will be enough to attract the drovers. So I need 2 mechanisms to Xenotech, and I gain efficiency, security, people, and Xenotech. Okay. You use the good old-fashioned explosives. They have never failed humanity. Interrogator, share your experience in the creation of isolation zones. Oh, that's a lot of good stuff. Yeah, I'll do that. Without delay, your lordship. I will discuss the fate of the Watch with you another time, but you may consider this a major step towards strengthening relations with the Inquisition. Those that set off to serve on the watch were looked upon as the walking dead. Everyone knew that if the Xenos attacked again, those faces would be stretched out over metal bones. And when someone shouted the Moravian motto at their departing backs, a few voices called back, "No, atonement for the many." Henriks assisted in establishing the perimeter, identifying potential vulnerabilities in the original defense plan, adjusting patrol routes with the specific nature of the Xenos threat in mind, setting up effective communication between the posts. His counsel proved invaluable, giving the Zarkovians a chance to hold out longer during the next Xenos attack. Hours became days, but the Xenos showed no activity. Eventually, the tomb of iron skeletons fell silent, and the sickly green lights went out. But no one disbanded the watch. The man who served in it became ghosts guarding the dead. Yay. You completed Zarkov's Colony Chronicle. Yay. Yay. Okay, I don't think I can build... Oh yeah, I can build stuff here. Oh, yeah, because these things are being built, so I can't yet. Ioanus. Yeah, Ioanus is making the secret lair. Anything I can build here? I'm not doing this one. Sacrilege of Creation. No. What I do need, though, is adamantine. I do actually need some adamantine. Penetrate them. Oh. Is there some adamantine here? No, just plasteel. I need adamantine. All usual noises on the bridge cease when the shadow of a gigantic void ship, seemingly appearing out of nowhere, sails past the stained glass windows. It seems forlorn. The hull is tarnished, the lumens are dead, and the windows are broken and shrouded. The Ogre crew can't recognize the signature of its silent engines. They only manage to shed some light on its decrepit hull and make out the faded name of the cruiser, Queen's Lament. The Voxmaster's report breaks some somber silence. The bridge has just received a voxcast from the dead void ship. Sure. Vigdis conducts a full Vox system check and reports that the communications are in order, even though only eerie, unnatural silence can be heard through the Vox. Worried murmurs sweep across the bridge. The officers are certain that this void ship is of the old ghost stories. The Queen's Lament has appeared countless times in all corners of the Imperium. Like a ghost, it manifested out of nowhere, and just as mysteriously vanished in the darkness of space, talking with it those who dared to board. Queen's Lament, the rogue trader has heard the name before. The void ship was destroyed by Xenos in one of the valiant battles for the Expanse over 3 millennia ago. They say that its captain was a devout and vengeful man. Send scouts. The shuttle carrying the soldiers docks with the Queen's Lament without impediment. Using the disparate blueprints of the other Imperial cruisers, the scouting party sets out to the bridge, following the dark, unpowered corridors that somehow retained oxygen and gravity. The nervous voice of the operator erupts through the Vox. The crew are still on board. But what's this? Blurry silhouettes of people with torn-off limbs, cut-open bellies, and twisted faces are materializing and vanishing all around in ghastly flashes. The ghosts promise the unwelcome guests that they will stay on board the Queen's Lament forever. Raising his voice to a shout, the operator reports that his comrades are already dead, and soon it will be his turn. The ogres are telling a different story. All of the scouts are alive and still moving forward. Order the operator to calm himself together. Soldiers must be prepared to face him in the most terrifying calm. Soldiers are probably scared by the strange visions and lost sight of his comrades. An anxious prayer to the Emperor is whispered over the vox. For a moment, the operator falls silent, and suddenly returns, mumbling excuses about his imagination playing tricks on him. His comrades are still walking ahead of him, alive and well, and the void ship looks completely empty again. After a few minutes of silence, a child's cry can be heard through the vox. The stuttering operator reports that friends and family of the members of the scouting party are blocking the way. The friends and family who have all been taken by death. The soldiers confirm that they are not seeing ghosts but living people made of flesh and bone. The soldiers are begging the rogue trader to let them poke their loved ones for a moment. Man, the soldiers is impossible to cheat death. Yeah. The scouts begin to argue. The unintelligible quarreling abruptly stops, and after a few minutes, the operator anxiously gives his report. As soon as the squad split up, the ones who decided to stay with their loved ones were swallowed by the darkness of the empty deck and vanished. Half an hour later, the Vox comes to life again. The operator flatly reports that the scouting party has reached the bridge. The cogitators are broken, so extracting any data from them seems impossible. The scouts have found a strange object in the captain's chair. They can't describe it, only saying that this shouldn't be here. In his usual flat voice devoid of emotion, the operator completes his report. The way to the bridge took 16 hours and 41 minutes. The soldiers are exhausted and would like to rest for some time. Confused, Victus notes that only half an hour has passed outside the Queen's Lament. Retrieve the object and withdraw immediately. Yeah, this don't look good. The Voxcast stops abruptly, and a few minutes later, a scouting party's shuttle leaves the Queen's Lament. The void ship itself dissolves in the darkness of space. The shuttle arrives, carrying a single passenger, the operator, clutching a strange parcel. The young man's hair has turned white after time spent on the cursed vessel, and he has lost the ability to speak. His story and rumors of what happened to the other scouts will live on for many years in hushed whispers across every deck of the Rogue Traders' void ship. Okay, that was creepy. Then logic, coercion, and persuasion. Logic, coercion, and persuasion. I mean, maybe for Lysandra, but she still needs to do this thing here. I still need her to do that. Okay, well, that's one rumor down. For Beth, have you ever had Radler? Like mixing beer with lemonade? Well, Captain, one of our experts from the Sector Bionica wishes to speak to you, transferring an incoming Vox transmission from the corresponding deck. Your lordship, Vivisector Martinax is so overcome with indignation that his voice rings out, filling the air. Some patients are deliberately flouting the rules of admission, which is directly affecting the chirurgist's work. I humbly request your intervention. Leading pupils in my choice, I wish to know more to ensure it is worth my time. 2 officers who came to the Sector Bionica flatly refused to comply with the Medicare officer's instructions and are openly demanding to be tended out of turn. What is that if not insubordination and sabotage? I'm going to the Medicaid, notify the relevant parties. I will notify the Sector Bionica of your imminent arrival, your Lord Captain. Lord Captain? Lord Captain? Lord Captain? Lord Captain? Lord Captain? Lord Captain? Okay, Lysandra.
I will lead us to fortune.
Oh, I can only do this in the middle of a fight.
Tells me it's a bad idea.
Okay, well, I mean, I have to talk with someone here anyways about the...
It is rather more crowded in here, and the smell of blood... Ugh. Forgive me, I'm feeling slightly ill.
It is pleasing to see that the Medicaid facility now has some patients who have not had access to the wonders of healing until now. But you, Lady Cassia, really don't belong in such a gloomy room.
A gloomy room? Okay, which of these guys do I have to talk with?
We should deal with this.
Oh, free stuff. Oh. Well. The two strangely dressed officers bow deferentially at the sight of you. The older one, a tall and wrinkled voidborn, steps forward. The tails of long neural cords embedded in his head dangle unpleasantly down his back like a ragged cloak. Allow us to introduce ourselves. Cantus Sahir Otto Tolman, officer of Vox Repeater LMXIV, on Upper Deck 6, Sector 2. And this young man is my eldest son. We are here on a serious matter. We would be most grateful to your lordship if you would lend your support to our fair petition for the staff of the Sector Bianca. Master Tolman, I've already told you both. You will be seen when you reach the front of the queue. Now I have work to do. Please do not distract me or, forbid, the Lord Captain. Good morning, Noodle, or well, in my case, it's evening, but good day, Noodle. Hello. Scanning has revealed two lower priority life forms in the operating area. Request dispose of less effective crew members to make space for valuable officers. Over the corner of your eye, you notice that the janitor is already standing near the cogitator that controls the mechanisms of the individual beds. You belong to the Tolman dynasty, the same as Voxmaster Vigdis? Indeed, my son and I are distant relatives of Voxmaster Tolman. Our family serves the ship faithfully, as sacred implants like ours are passed down from generation to generation along with our position. The old man inclines his head in a bow. Explain what's going on here. Kentis retreats a little to the side. The cables in his head jangle with the movement, and you notice that some of them have melted. We are members of a noble clan that has spent years overseeing the sacred vox systems of this void ship. It is a job that requires frequent maintenance, for many machine sparks must pass through our augments. Recently, the frequency of the augments inspection has decreased as access to the Sector Bionica has become more fraught. Instead of esteemed officers, the local Medicaid officers prefer to cater to crippled vagrants. I have already explained to you, we do not give preferential treatment to anyone. Your implants will be serviced according to your place in the queue, which is in turn based on the urgency of the required procedure. Are you too slothful to cut your own head in sacred colons? Someone else is dying for a lack of a lung. The vivisector takes heavily. Judging by the dark circles under his eyes, fatigue is making it hard for him to maintain his usual cordiality. So you want to be treated while waiting your turn? I find it fair to assume that those who belong to a high and esteemed clan have some privileges over those who can barely read. Our augments require careful maintenance as they are directly connected to the machine spirit of the ship's vox stations. The young man, who has remained behind his father throughout the conversation, suddenly cannot restrain himself. I saw an armless man being loaded into the operating table. Why should he be treated at all? He should be disposed... The ship is full of trash like him. You know, simply because of you saying this, I'm not letting you guys be preferred, like in preferential. Yeah, no. 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 Okay. I have witnessed the blood of a single martyr become a spark that ignites thousands of souls. His raiment was humble, but his words shone brighter than any fabric. Will you then presume to judge by mere uniform alone, but that his broken righteous fulfilled his duty to the holy throne? No officer on my ship will ever just stand in the queue, let them through. There are no unimportant people on my ship will be treated equally. There are no unimportant people on my ship. It will be treated equally. Simply because of him saying this shit here, why should he be treated at all? Simply because of that, you guys wait your turn. The old man frowns, but still bows respectfully to you. The young man behind him looks outraged and strides a step forward, but the older officer deftly seizes his son by the long cable embedded in his head. A stifled splutter erupts from his vox repeater, replacing the young man's mouth, but it is drowned out by the father's booming voice. We will accept your decision, whatever it may be, Lord Captain. Lord Captain, I do not know how to thank you for your timely intervention. These people still don't understand that there are some things that cannot be bought with a noble name or a lofty position. I mean, the guy literally, like, the son literally just said, that guy doesn't have an arm, why do we even treat him in the first place? And because of that reason alone, like, for that reason alone, yeah, you're gonna wait. You're gonna wait, bro. Like, I know no mercy with this. Everyone gets their turn. Just because you have a noble name doesn't mean that... Fuck off. No, you know. What do you think of our new equipment, Martinax? The vivisector's eyes shine with excitement. It's incredible, Lord Captain. The lighting, the instrumentation. The servants of the altar temple have awakened every sacred machining under this incense mixture to dull pain. But I fear deaths from shock or procedures will be completed in less time. Our work will advance to a new, unprecedented level. This is the best thing that's happened to the sector Bionica in many decades. Okay, but I am to talk with someone here. Oh yeah, this thing here. Who do I talk with? I think I have to talk with Ferenc. Hey Ferenc. Greetings. Have you come for fault correction? What do you think of our new equipment, Ferenc? The dry hiss that normally comes with the genitors as Vox suddenly becomes higher. Registering an unprecedented increase in the functional efficiency of the machine spirits. Rivers of sacred unguents wash over their iron flesh, and the mechanisms sing the praises of the Omnissiah. Bless the decision that led to this miracle of rebirth. I have an augment that cannot be installed on implantation throne. What should I do with it? Scanning. Analysis shows that the sacred machine of the implantation throne lacks the Benhoric litanies required to handle the highest grade of augmentics. In order to increase its performance, it is necessary to retrieve the litany sold on the parent device, Alter Templum Calixis X17. Okay.
Victory awaits.
A compartment. I want to go to, yeah, the Void Ship. Yeah, Void Ship Shrine. No. Frightline. Void Ship Bridge, there we go. How's it going to go? Hello, nobody. I'm, well, suffering through the heat as best I can. Drinking lots of cool drinks. And, yeah, being sad that my AC unit is lacking gas. And doesn't work right now. I'm doing okay. What about you? How's it going? How's your toe? Or your foot? Or, well, I mean, you said it was still, tipped, but still, I'm just very curious, like, if, yeah, your, foot is doing good. Lord Captain, an urgent message. Our enforcers have arrested a dangerous saboteur who attempted to gain entry onto the bridge. This incident may be worthy of our attention. You see, both the saboteur and the circumstances of this capture are rather strange. You cannot tell if Victor sounds baffled or worried. I think it would be reasonable for Magus Pascal to take a look at him as well. What's unusual about the saboteur and the way he was captured? The thing is, Lord Captain, the saboteur is most likely a tech priest. He found his way aboard the ship and penetrated all our security systems with staggering ease. Both his ability to communicate with machine spirits and the combat potential of his augmentations are extraordinary. Nevertheless, the enforcers managed to capture him. During the arrest, the intruder, he offered no resistance at all. Instead, he asked for an audience with the great machine spirit. When he realized that the enforcers had no idea what he was talking about, he asked to meet with you. I considered it necessary to appraise you of the situation. This infiltration of a rotated ship operated by authorized engineers casts doubt of my tech comrade's stability. If he is indeed my tech comrade, that is. Regardless, I request permission to communicate with the captive. Okay. Understood, Lord Captain. The saboteur will be brought to you. So we're never really going to be playing the game now, are we? We're just going to be constantly, like, talking and going through text. I mean, that's a CRPG, right? Like, that's part of it. You're just constantly, like, you know... No. The group of servitors whose movements are suspiciously well synchronized stares at the towering prisoner. You do not need to hear them speak to recognize Nomos, who has seen fit to attend the interrogation. The captured man, if he can be called that, looks positively gigantic next to the enforcers at his side. A deadly looking metal gleams dimly beneath his faded crimson robes. His hands are folded obediently, and his mechadendrites are perfectly still. I greet the master of this vessel cathedral and offer my humble apologies for this unbidden intrusion. My apologies to you as well, brother. The interloper inclines his head in the direction of the frowning Pascal. Then the prisoner turns slightly and looks straight at Nomos' observing servitors. And of course, I must beg forgiveness from you, Great Spirit. It was not my intent to desecrate your temple. Before I accept your apologies, tell me who you are and why you infiltrated the ship. My name, if it matters, is Asclepius, formerly a computator general of the Cognizance Fleet, now a liberal recluse with the status of Malatech. Malatechs are exiles whose idea have not crossed the line of heresy yet have come close to it. They are removed from the fleet's structure to give them a chance to see the folly of their ways and prevent sedition from spreading. Pascal's voice sounds unusually alarmed. All of that is trivial. My past is nothing but a set of archive data. My lost status is a part replacement string and a long chronicle of the Cognizance Fleet. I come not as a priesthood manager, but as a faithful disciple of the most holy Emernat. My brother once served as the agency prime on this ship. Asclepius gestures around him reverently. He was an adherent of the school of discontinuing the cycle, as am I. It has spread that far. It is difficult to discern Pascal's emotions from his tone. I know that my brother perished, but before he did, he sent me a message that told of a journey embarked upon by Theodora von Valancius, a journey through a dimensional gate, an artifact more ancient than humanity itself, and to all worlds unknown. The best Emernat was with her. There, upon those dark worlds, he witnessed a great miracle, the birth of a machine spirit of incalculable might. My brother believed that the spirit fell asslumber within this ship like a child in a cradle, not responding to lowly pleas. It was the purpose of my pilgrimage, to reach the ship where my brother died, the ship upon whose decks the blessed Emernat had walked, and to prostrate myself before the Great Spirit. What does prostrating oneself mean? Like, I know what a prostate is, but I don't think that's what it is related. Emernat traveled on this ship? Yes, he did. My brother's words on this were clear. Years ago, Emernat was part of Roctata Theodora's inner circle before their ways parted. Tell me more about Theodora's journey. My knowledge of it is scarce. My brother suspected that his memory, along with the memory of all who might have known the details, had been purposefully modified. He saw it as a sign that the journey had revealed a great truth. And there were those who did not wish to see the truth to light. All that he conveyed to me was that Theodora had reached worlds unlike any the people of the Coordinates Expanse had ever seen. There, she unearthed a great treasure of technology, one that Emernat had the privilege of experiencing. What do you know about this great spirit? It is a great miracle the Omniscience's breath meant to help us discontinue the cycle. It was born of the treasure that Emernat and Theodora discovered upon the Dark World. Yet even a being so glorious needs attendants and guides. And as long as the Cognizance Fleet is racked by schism and my brothers and sisters suffer defeats without end, there is no one to aid the spirit. That is why I came here. Does the name Nomos mean anything to you? Nothing. He has not come to know us yet. He will if you let him, Mariusz Bujanowski. We know. We sense that his words are about us, that the story he told is our story. You are strong enough to let yourself be caught. I took a vow that I would never inflict physical harm upon lay people. The Omniscient grants us the power of the true flesh for a purpose other than damaging the frail and blind creatures that are all who have not yet tasted his knowledge. I've made my decision. Whatever it is, I will accept it. As will I, and yet I pray that my brother be shown leniency. His story, initial as his thought. We ask you to keep him for us. Now as the servitor speak up suddenly in the faintest of whispers. Your actions have caused no harm, so I shall not harm you. You are free. You may stay on my ship if you choose. Yeah. I could not ask for more. All I wish is to remain in these halls and observe and reverence the Great Spirit's deeds. Let this cycle be discontinued. Okay, I accidentally pressed spacebar. Okay. Talk to Nomos. Oh, soon. God, I'm sweating so much, man. I hate the heat. Okay. Oversized asteroid. Prometheum. Okay, we gotta go here. And for that I need to go... Look, traitor, a catastrophe has occurred. Nuncius has stopped speaking. Worse still, it is compounded by the flagrant incompetence of Janitor Ferenc. Ferenc offered to assist in examining my esteemed colleague only to have the audacity to claim he is perfectly functional. He now refuses to perform any further procedures upon Nuncius. I implore you, find me on the bridge and help me bring this madman to his senses. Your Lordship, news from Zarkov. A passing Chartist ship has brought word that the planet has been attacked by unknown enemies of humanity, and its inhabitants are requesting assistance from the rogue trader. Colonel Petrovsky snarls like an enraged animal. Marish Bujanovsky. Zarkov would not ask for help if for good reason. We have survived out here for centuries on our own. I need to acquire more information. Tell me exactly what the message said. Of course, Lord Captain. It appears that Zarkov is not reporting a full-scale invasion, more like strikes by individual squads. And there are no reports of a void blockage. The Chartists also relayed reports of enemies of humanity forged of metal and clad in rotting flesh. But I'm not sure that that part of the message can be trusted at all. Soulless killers who forsook their very essence in the name of a great vengeance. My kin battled them among the stars where your ancestors yet lacked consciousness. A handful of monkey can't overcome them. If aid does not reach that world, it is doomed. At last, I'm with the opponent. The monkey will not hold out for long. If you wish to partake on the sport, I advise you to make haste. Thanks for the report. Lord Captain, Vigdis's book's distorted voice sounds even more mechanical and detached than normal. The Lady Navigator has been waiting for you on the bridge for half a watch cycle now. You see, because of her presence, the officers... I believe Lady Cassia wishes to speak about something very important. Her unease is spreading to those around her. So, am I allowed to, you know... I like how the same guy, like I just saw this. Like there's the same guy here who sent 3 messages. My Chatterino didn't even pick up on it. And they had a fucking bots. Lady Cassia romance. Where's game facts? Okay, do the calls. Do the calls. Lord Captain? Cassia claps her hands together. You can sense an air of cold aloofness about her. We must speak now. Okay. Yes, Cassia, what is it? What's the issue, baby girl? Cassia takes a few anxious steps around the study, then says reservedly, I have given much thought to all that has happened, and to us. Perhaps you do indeed have feelings for me. Perhaps I have feelings for you in turn, but we are not meant to become something more. A time will come when my duty to House Celio will call upon me, and you have already been summoned to do your duty to the God Emperor and your protectorate. Would it not be better than if we ended things now? No. Before it is too late. If I'm truly dear to your heart, you will understand. A tense silence hangs in the air, and Cassia turns away to hide her emotions. Okay, hold on. Okay, for just... Okay, Madam Stranger called back into study. She tells you that you will shortly be called to calls to say, but you have your own duties to protect her neighbor. Protest, and she will retort that she has human feelings. She sees human feelings every day. Okay, the liability passes selling benefit. No. We agreed to become my dearest wife. I respect your wishes, Cass. If renouncing one's duty truly the only way to be with another person, is that what you're doing? Already too late for me, I cannot bear the thought of. Have I not been convincing enough in expressing my feelings to you? No, that's not it. I just... Car is loaded. I wouldn't use it tonight. I was thinking of ending the stream in like half an hour. You can still use it, and I can save it up for next stream where like I remember the note. But if you want the full car in one stream, I wouldn't recommend using it now. But that's up to you. That's up to you. And Cassie, have I upset you in some way? Please, that is not what I want. Is this what you truly want? Cassia trembles, opens her mouth, and even moves her lips, but the words refuse to come out. This... I have said so already. Hold on. Back in the stage, she tells you protection. Protest and should be taught to say she gives me feelings every day. Is renouncing one's duty truly the only way to be with another person? It is for me. I love you, Cassia. And does it not perturb you that I'm a wretched mutant? That my own subjects see me as a monster? That your servants fear my company more than facing a mortal enemy? It saddens me that you cannot see your own gracefulness and beauty. I do not care I chose you as you chose me. It is what truly matters. Hold on. Challenge her again when she had that you love her. She also, if it perturbs you that she is mutant more than but just saddened that she cannot see her own graciousness and beauty. I nearly killed you. Okay, and I would stick my dick inside of Lysandra and it would absolutely freeze my dick off. It wouldn't stop me. When she asks whether it is all a lark to you, but you're too deeply in love to make such things. I could have died many great times, and yet here I am standing before you. Is I just a lark to you? I don't know, what was I meant to say? That you're too deeply in love to make such... I'm too deeply in love with you to make such things. Oh, Maris Puchanovsky. Cassia looks at you with tenderness and longing, but then frowns in frustration. A familiar sensation envelops your being. The pain in your chest is suffocating, and you fall to your knees. Why can't you understand? I'm a navigator, a mutant. I'm nothing but a tool in his hands, in humanity's hands. Tools are not supposed to have feelings. Cassia sobs and rolls up one of her sleeves. From her clavicle to her elbow, the skin on her arm has grown so thin that you can see every vein, muscle, and tendon within. A new mutation, Mariusz Brzezinowski, just like that, in the middle of the latest warp jump. And this body will go through even more ghastly changes in the future. I don't want to see you to see what I become. I don't want to see you grow to love my hideousness. Now please let me tell you about the Cassia I see. She quivers as she makes a weak attempt to slip out of your hands. She have no feelings to prove her point. She shows you a new mutation. Take her hand, tell Cassia all the things you see. Your eyes shine like rubies against the sunset sky, and your skin and hair are like fresh snow. Never before have I seen something so beautiful. Cassia listens in silence, her eyelashes lowered and her head slightly bowed. A barely noticeable smile tugs at the corners of her mouth. You have studied thousands of books, you'll be sure in everything there is to learn, and I'm dazzled by your keen mind and curiosity. Cassia listens in silence, her eyelashes lowered and her head slightly bowed. A barely noticeable smile tugs at the corners of her mouth. When I hold you in my embrace, I feel like I'm at home. Okay, same thing. I find myself smitten with your raised chin, your refined manners, and your stern look in your eyes whenever you scold me. Maciej Pudzianowski, stop. I hear you. Wait, which one was I meant? And you embrace it, feel like you're alright, how much does you do not know the future. Okay. Maciej Pudzianowski, stop. I hear you. Crimson tears stream down her cheeks, but she's smiling, and hers is a smile of joy and freedom. I can see your colors, so pure that I'm afraid I might scare them away. Only when I stand before you, fully dressed, do I feel utterly bare and defenseless. You have captured my heart, made me fall in love with you, and shown me how to love myself. I do not know what the future holds for us, but I'm willing to take a risk and find out together with you, my love. Cassia covers your hand with hers, and your knees buckle treacherously. She tells you that she doesn't know what the future was and willing to take the risk. Okay, I hope to see a future where you never tire of me. You're exhausted, come I shall lay you in my bed and stay to guard your slumber. No, that's too horny. I hope to see a future where you never tire of me. We will be together, our fears be damned. Which of these is more romantic? I mean, I've already kissed her a few times, so... yeah, we will be together, our fears be damned. Yeah, okay, so, kiss her. Cassius's lips touch yours in a long, tender kiss. You relish each other for a while before she withdraws and, after giving you a parting kiss on the forehead, flutters out of the study. Yay! Romance! Oh yeah, this is all this stuff. Charters are completed, named Theodora. Final dawn is coming. Oh yeah, okay. Yay! We continue the Cassia romance. Sorry, that was pre-gaming. All good. All good. I was just asking how your toe or like how your foot is. I know you said it was protected, but you know, just making sure that, or well, just making sure, just asking if everything is okay. The foot is solidly okay. Oh, that's very good to hear. Then I'm glad to hear that.
Rogue trader, what disputation will you honor Nuncius and me with today?
Cabela has acquired a scroll companion of her own. Do you think she and Nuncius will get along?
That mutant skull that Mistress Cabela has chosen to establish familiar relations with is a crude anatomical aid, and nothing more. I suppose our conversations can be characterized as a primitive means of meditation, where the individual projects her state of mind and thoughts onto some inanimate object and thereby achieves a certain degree of introspection. Nuncius, by contrast, contains a machine spirit, which we know every creation of the Omnissiah to possess. And he also happens to be a highly erudite and complex construct.
The erudite and complex construct opts not to comment on your witty remark. Well, I'm ready to listen to what you and Ferris have to say.
His refusal to repair Nuncius is an outrage and a violation of the vows he has sworn to the machine god. I will summon him to the bridge immediately, in the hope that he will not dare to prevaricate in the presence of the rogue trader.
Yes. Janitor Ferrin holds a server skull in the grip of his steel fingers. Nuncius. A vox grill has been wired to the skull, from which a binary hiss of error testing litanies can be heard. Eogunn scowls in testy displeasure. I must admit, Ferenc, I expected greater competence from a colleague of your experience and intellect. I accept that you are unable to understand the delicate workings of my dearest companion, but your refusal to acknowledge your skill deficit and your attempts to disguise the fact that outrageous claim that he is in perfect working order. Ferenc cuts Eogunn off in a calm voice. Pride is not included among my operating variables. I register any error or lack of competence in my logs as meticulously as I do successful procedures. Diagnostic rites were performed in accordance with the Catechism of Maintenance and Operation. The possibility of an error has been excluded. The server skull has no defects or failures. I'm here to demonstrate this personally to the presence of the Lord Captain. So is Nuncius broken or not? He is fully functional. However, the server skull's actual functionality is different from Mago Eogunn's characterization of it. A demonstration will show what I mean. Angry veins swell on the Manipulus's forehead. The only thing it will show is your unfitness for your post, Ferenc. Your lies will not fool the rogue trader. Why have you attached a vox to him? This model is not capable of independent communication in Low Gothic without supplementary equipment. This is a temporary measure necessary to provide a clear demonstration so that you may address Nuncius directly. Screamer, I have questions. Well, ask away. Ask away. What are your questions, Mr. Fartbath? We all begin the demonstration. Lord Captain, I propose that you examine the skull personally and try to ask him any questions you might have. It will prove most instructive. Ferenc politely carries the skull up to the command throne. Nuncius sits soundly in your hands. His eyes producing a constant flicker with a grunting sound crackles on the vox. Examine him first. The skull contains only a control microcogitator, an Imperium standard set of manipulators, and an autoquill for log keeping. All organic components are completely absent. Nuncius, can you hear me? Error. The requested identifier Nuncius is not recognized. Unit, specify your designation. Autoscribe servo skull designation 17-401. System status pending. 17-401. Have you been subject to any modifications? Number of modifications 1. Modification protocol. Installation of a vox grill mind authorized unit. Unit identifier. Janitor Majoris Ferenc. No data found on other modifications since the inception of operation. Open access to the latest log entry. No authorization. Access denied. Authorization required by Unit Eogunn Fabris. Eogunn, authorize access. After a moment of hesitation, Eogunn grumbles. I am willing to suffer this gross violation of privacy if it allows me to expose Jared Ferentz's lies. Access to the logs has been granted. Authorization received. Last available log. Attachment to Unit Jürgen Febris to G8. Attachment has affected after the assembly and consecration of Unit 017-401's machinery in Workshop Center 8. Since then, the logging function has been suspended pending a litany of reactivation. What? This is inconceivable! Ferenc must have violated the integrity of the logs. Nuncius, what has he done to you? Error. The requested identifier Nuncius is not recognized. Warhammer, what is that? Does anyone use it, or is it just a name? A warhammer is, well, a hammer that is being used for war, or fighting, or defense, or whatever. Does anyone use it? I mean, there is a thing that, hold on. What's it called? Hold on. I know of a weapon that the Polish people have used, and it is a Polish warhammer. It is called, and I'm kind of sad that NG isn't here, but he did also go to bed. It's called an obu. An obu, with a small exhale at the end. This is an obu, and it's a warhammer. I mean, if 40k, I know what a warhammer is. No, I mean, like in general, like even IRL, this is an obu. This is an obu, and this is meant as a, yeah, as a weapon the Polish people have used. So, yes, a warhammer is a hammer used for fighting. People did use it, and it isn't just a name. I feel like I missed a joke here. Parents, what is going on? Where's his memory? He does not have one and never has, Lord Captain. No member of the Adeptus Mechanicus has ever granted the Server Skull the sacred boon of personal authorization, despite Eogunn Fabris' claims to the contrary. To retain information, much less mimic personality characteristics, require a far more sophisticated cogitator and organic base. These are absent here. For the past several decades, this 17-401 model has been operating on basic settings. Ridiculous! Ignorant fool! How dare you deliberately twist the truth! Eogunn stops talking abruptly, peering over his shoulder as if listening to someone. He's looking at the place where his dearest colleague usually hovers. After a few moments, the tech priest nods at the empty air. Quite right, Nuncius. I should not have entrusted just anyone with such a delicate matter. Yet I should have immediately sought out your expert opinion. You should stop this farce and repair yourselves. Eogunn, who are you speaking? Eogunn, whom are you speaking to? With my dearest colleague, Nuncius, who else would I? Eogunn looks in confusion at the server skull in your hands, then over his shoulder. But how? No, it cannot be, because I can hear him. His lips quiver and his fists clench and unclench. He looks pitiful, lost. Pressing his fingers to his temples, he squeezes his eyes shut, straining desperately to remember something. Suddenly, his eyes fly open and you hear a strangled moan. He looks at you, dumbfounded. I mean, the 40,000th Warhammer, why is it so special? The entire universe is named after it. The hammer has to be cool. Okay, I can't tell you why it's called Warhammer, but I do know the 40k stands for the 41st millennium. Why it is why is that? I don't know, but I think you're just messing with me. You're messing with me, aren't you? I mean, I'm also a very, very stupid person. Yes, very, very stupid. And I might also just be too autistic to like see all the jokes. So I'm answering them honestly because I can't come up with like witty responses. And I mean, they just produced 39,999 hammers before that. So you know, like the 40,000th one was just special because the God Emperor came over it. Like you know how they like when the metal is very hot. And you use water to kill off the heat real quickly. To like I don't know what it's called in English. It should be called abschrecken, like very sudden water. Like you put it in cold water. Yeah, instead of using water, they use the Emperor's cum. Rogue Trader, I must apologize to you, Agent Ferenc. I see now. I see everything clearly again. The Omnissiah has granted me a revelation, but I feel no gratitude, only heaviness and pain. Would it be a heresy to beg the Machine God to take back this knowledge? Yes, perhaps it would. It is not Nuncius who needs repairing. No, not him at all. He looks at the service call as if for the first time. I'll be back, and afterward, Find me on the bridge. I'll share this revelation with you. Now I need time to gather my thoughts. Oh. So he's been schizophrenic. Oh. He didn't realize he was schizo. He didn't realize he was schizo as fuck. Oh yeah, these I can install. Wait, hold on. Nencius, you don't have your upgrade. Then I need to check my cargo real quick, because I might have accidentally gotten rid of the mag rail that I planned to give. Yeah, add to inventory. Yeah, I think I have sold the Magna rail for Eogunn. Well, fuck me. I mean, I have the final cord. That's this arc rifle. Yeah, I think this will do. Whenever an attack opportunity performed against a wearer, ignores recoil while doing burst attacks. In that case, oh, he needs bolter proficiency. Okay, and he doesn't have that. Eogunn. Eogunn. I like his name. Eogunn. Minor psychic power. Psychic power. 30 bonus to coercion, -5 penalty to intelligence. No, I'm good. If the wearer is not wearing any armor at the start of combat, they gain 28% dodge. I mean, he doesn't wear armor, does he? Yeah, he can't wear armor, if I remember. Like, that was his thing. 20 to tech use. I mean, he has 97 tech use. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care too much. I mean, I think his name Warhammer, because Warhammer exists before 40k. GW is just unoriginal. Peru. I'll talk with Marizai next time. I want to do a few other things. Okay, I had to talk with Cassie, and I need to very quickly go to Zarkov. We check out a bit of Zarkov, and then we end for tonight. So where was Zarkov again? Yeah, this is where Zarkov was. We just very quickly make a travel path there. I think it's named Warhammer because Warhammer existed before 40k. Oi, space battle? Oi. Oi, that don't sound good. Lord Captain, the cage is under attack. We are detecting active Vox communications with the 32nd Regiment's frequency. I have already given word of our arrival. I'll handle the other settlements, your lordship. Best you head to the cage. Yandur and the space governor are there. I'll tell you how things stand. We have an incoming Vox signal, but I cannot identify the source. Wrath of K. Oi, this is stretched. Oi. For a moment, you hear nothing but static from the Vox. Then the sound suddenly becomes clear. The voice that emerges is not human. It is a Xeno speaking, an Eldari. Monkey, this is our first and final warning. Leave the orbit of the doomed world and be gone. Here, we shall exact our revenge against the ancient enemy. This world will bear no survivors. You recognize the voice of the Eldari whose vessel you once engaged in a neighboring system. The ogre vid screens highlight unpatched hull breaches, a testament to a victory. You could join our forces. No, we are driven by the wrath of Kayla Menshar Kane. This world must fall. This world is my domain. Leave and I will make this set a course for the planet. It will be done, Lord Captain. Ogres are detecting Xenos vessels. They're closing in. Okay, they want to fight me. Okay. Well, I mean, Eurolet will hate me for this, but, I mean, they didn't want to listen. Oh, we have to destroy this because our god or whatever ancestor guy told us we have to do this. Oh, we can't work with a monkey. We're just simply better than you.
Time to earn your keep, crew.
Oh yeah, this is the defensive platform thing that I set up here. 10% damage dealt by allied void ships and through their hull integrity. Series of unnamed shots. Oh, okay. Oi, 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 oi. Oh, they really want to destroy my stuff here. Oi. Okay, am I allowed to play, or will this is this gonna be like 3 years of me being forced to watch them, like in slow-mo, do these things? Wrath of Cain, Eldari Aconite, Eldari Aconite, Eldari Shadowhunter, Eldari Aconite. Ui. Yeah, good thing I got this, yeah, I got this here. Oi. A good thing I destroyed that one space station, and now it's giving me this, like these super strong turrets against them. Yeah, the orb casual is the slowest. Oi. ORP casual. Ah, torpedo. Dariaconite. Meow. Boom. Yeah, at least my stuff is stronger. Ooh, the Eldari Aconite here is actually fairly weakened. I mean, all I have are macro cannons. Torpedo tube. Hey. I mean, yeah, it's probably better they're shooting the sword class frigate, given that one always comes back. Death Arrow Lance Weapon. Oi. The Wrath of Cain. Oi, 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 oi. Oh, I'd shoot several times. Oi. Okay, so first thing I want to do... First we need to move a bit closer, then we get these out. Oh, I can't use these guys right now. Because I haven't assigned them yet. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I haven't assigned them. Yeah, completely forgot to do that. Well, I mean, with this I should be able to clear these guys. And we missed every single one of them.
All hands, prepare for acceleration. Blades out.
Ah, yeah, lance. I love my lances.
Another salvo. Macro cannon, volley.
Okay, that one's down. I can't do it. Oh, I can do it, okay.
Macro cannon, open fire.
Oh, I was really hoping that would destroy it. Starfighter wing. I'd rather you shoot these guys. Okay, that's those guys done. Get these guys a bit closer here, and yeah. And now they're gonna shoot their cute little shots again. Pew, pew, pew. 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 I was really hoping these Aconites would die. Okay, yeah. I mean, this thing was a very good decision. Like, getting these, like, taking over that station, having it guard my stuff, that was an extremely good decision. Why are you fighting them in melee? You're standing in front of the torpedoes. Oi, 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 oi. Oh, that'll No damage? Marked for death. Wrath of Cain will soon appear behind it. Cool. Ui. Okay, the Aconites are actually super strong. Ui. Where's the Wrath of Cain? Boo! Aconite, Aconite. Pew. Wowee. Look at that lack of damage. Okay, Wrath of Cain just... well... I can't really do much more. The fact I don't have these assigned... I really forgot to assign them. Warp Wave. Yeah, sure. Lumphao. I can't aim at anyone from here, and I don't have the warp jump right now, so yeah, I'll just summon my starfighters. Oh, these starfighters are so cool. Oi. Oi. Stop shooting my sword class frigate. Oh. 3 HP. Oh. No. So where's the Wrath of Cain? I'm still kind of waiting for it. No. Eldari torpedo tubes. Okay, there's the Wrath of Cain. Did that not... huh? The holofield uses several of its charges. It didn't do anything.
Another salvo!
Well, now it definitely doesn't have them anymore.
Set
Yep.
the course.
Yeah, we're just flying through this, you know.
Let them taste our fury.
Yay, internal fires.
Leave the hull strewn across the stars. Fire at will.
You guys really thought ahead when you did this, didn't you? Okay, that does not deal as much damage as I hoped it would. Did really this one have to reload? Really, that one? Don't know why I did. Don't know why I did that. Yeah, I can't really aim at any of these. I just have it move over here and shoot these Aconites. So the Wrath of Cain has been not very wrathful or good. As a matter of fact, it has kind of done nothing. Hey, I offered them, like, you know, I offered them to just not fight me. They wanted to. Like, they were the ones who were like, give up. Give up. Let this world be destroyed. Give up. Where's blood going?
Macro cannon. Open fire.
Okay, that one's gone.
Lay in the course.
I will need to assign commanders to these. Will I have enough range if I do this? Boo! Oh, no I do.
The force of a supernova.
With the lance, which, I don't like the lance. The macrocans are just cooler. Bruh. Oh yeah, there's the new run to torpedoes. Like, the game isn't over because of those torpedoes. Yay.
As it should be.
Upgrade. Yeah, and also assign people to posts. Because I forgot to do that. Well, I didn't forget to do that, but... Because of the 3 torpedo self instead of 1. The flagship speed is increased by 2 and its maneuver speed increased by 1. The bonus damage of a void ship on the distant surface increased by 100%. Focused effort. Yeah, this one and focused efforts. Post Supreme Commander Cassia, Master Cannoneer, her Shield Master, Pascal, Master of Etherics. Yeah, we're letting the Xenos do that. And repairs? No need. Okay, actually, I consider this to be the thing. Stream. I consider this to be the doing a tiny bit of Zarkov. Because, well, yeah, that didn't think there was going to be a battle.